What is up, wrestling fans? JP from Kayfabe Chronicles coming to you with yet another video. So holding on to my New Year's resolution to all you guys, I'm A, trying to get videos out to you guys more frequently, and B, exploring a lot more different ventures than WWE NXT. So I did myself a little treat, and I gave myself the privilege of checking out New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom 11. And yeah, wow. Now, me, like, I've seen New Japan before in the past, but I've never really followed it religiously. So main reason why I mostly watched this event, besides except trying to explore the things, was mostly the main event really drew me to it. So I'm not really going to be talking about the entire event itself. Main reason because that is I'm not too familiar with New Japan enough to warrant a full positive review that would contain enough constructive criticism and general heart for me to make it worth your guys' while. But I am going to talk about the main event that featured my local favorite, my local boy Kenny Omega taking on the champion Okada. Uh, and like I said, that's the main reason why I was mainly drawn to this. Now, me beneficially, I am from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, so I've had the privilege of watching Kenny Omega essentially grow up wrestling. He's a hometown boy from the Transcona area of my city. It's kind of a scary area. No, it's not really not if you've been to the city, but yeah. So I had the privilege of watching Kenny Omega kind of wrestle his way through the local companies and grow up to where he is today. I still remember going to like local wrestling events like Premier Championship Wrestling and just like this bar on Pembina Highway and just watching Kenny Omega fight in some of the best matches. But the thing that always drew me to him was not the fact that he's an amazing showman in the ring, like he's been doing that kind of stuff since I saw him locally, but just how humble he is toward his fans. Like he's very grateful after every match. He would always shake the fans' hands, talk to everybody. Ironically, he's actually a lot shyer than what you see in New Japan. Like outside of the whole wrestling world, he's actually very quiet, and he doesn't really like to like jump in everyone's face. But he was always very, very respectful of the fans. Would always give you the time of day if you wanted to shake his hand. And some of my favorite moments from PCW are essentially Kenny Omega matches. So that's the main reason why I decided to watch this match, and the main reason why I'm going to be covering this match. So let's get it done. Now, like I just told you guys, my true knowledge of New Japan really isn't that much. I've seen it in the past 2 years, maybe 3 times, and probably about 10 to 15 in my entire life. But every single time I do watch it, it's absolutely breathtaking. The guys out there just put their all. It's some seriously high flying stuff. And the thing I really like is if you watch it in Japanese commentary, it is absolutely amazing. And if you watch an English commentary, it's even great too. But the Japanese, their language is just so amazing. They can take the simplest thing, like a simple body slam, and completely over enunciate to make you think that you're watching like the entire universe explode and like all life as we know ending. It is absolutely that breathtaking when you see two Japanese guys just swear their shit over the microphones. It's absolutely something awesome. So granted, like I said, I don't really know a lot about the entire feud going into this, so I can't really go into much detail, and I'm not going to go into huge detail because another promise I made to you guys was to keep my videos quick and to the point. So just a couple things I'm going to cover this match. Is I think both guys worked insanely well with each other. It's like each one of them knew what was going to happen before it even happened. Like, granted, a lot of times a lot of spots in wrestling matches are predetermined, but you could tell that they just choreographed everything so well. They were on par with each other that no matter what was going on, you knew that the next spot was going to be even better. The next spot was going to be even better. The next spot was going to be even better. Like at the beginning, the different counters that they had on each other. Like one guy doesn't move, the next guy doesn't move, and so on, back and forth. Just overall, just the overall chemistry between the two guys was absolutely some of the top-notch stuff that I've seen in a long time. Really big spot for me was when they set up the table outside the ring, and Kenny Omega tried to slam Okada through it a couple times, didn't end up working. The Young Bucks tried to get it going, didn't work. And then like Kenny Omega runs, gets flipped over, backdrops, and lands right through the table. It was a truly just brutal spot. The thing I liked about the New Japan ring is that it's elevated from the crowd. So you have like your ring, and it's on a giant platform, and then the platform kind of drops down, and then that's where the audience is seeing. So you can essentially fall out of the ring and fall off the platform, which happened numerous times in this match. And every time that happened, like there was another point where Kenny Omega got like booted off the top rope, and he comes crashing down on the platform and then rolls into the crowd. Now the table after Kenny went through it, though, that's one little beef I kind of had. You could tell that it really wasn't, an industry standard table. It didn't look, like brutally that it would have hurt a whole ton, but Kenny really sold that bump really well, and I'm gonna give him a lot of credit on that. The overall ending of the match, like I said, I'm just going to jump really ahead. I want this to be really quick, fast, and easy for you guys. The overall ending sequence of the match, I believe, was absolutely the best part of the match. Kenny Omega tried to get him into his finisher, the one-winged angel, a couple times, and like a kind of a counter line on his feet. Then he would try to hit him with the Rainmaker, his finisher. Kenny would counter, and it just kept kind of going back and forth. And then he hits him with the Rainmaker, pins him 1-2. Kenny kicks out. Brutal finisher. It's like a kind of like a giant clothesline from hell. And then like the match continued, and then Kenny tries to hit him with the one-winged angel again, doesn't do it. Hits him with a Rainmaker, and then he gets him, stands up, and hits him with another one. So essentially, Kenny took 3 of Okada's finishing moves, and of course, finally gets the 1-2-3, and the match is over. Now, one thing that I didn't notice while watching this match is if you actually clock the match in itself, it falls just shy under 50 minutes. That's right, 50 minutes. How often do you see a main wrestling event match going on for more than half an hour these days? Never. And these two guys went for almost double that. It didn't even feel like 50 minutes. Well, know why? Because I was completely drawn to the match the entire time. Nothing pisses me off more than a long-winded wrestling match that I am not interested in, where I end up watching it and I'm literally looking at my watch the entire time trying to count down when the hell this bullshit is going to end. And I was completely drawn to this match the entire time. Nowhere once did I ever look at my clock or try to see, okay, when is this going to end? And when the match finally did end, I was thinking like, oh, well that sucks. That was kind of short. And then I looked down at the time and saw like, holy shit, it was almost an hour long. Oh my God. And that's what makes a good wrestling match, is just the fact that you don't even pay attention to how long it is. You're just completely mesmerized by the entire battle of the two gentlemen or two women or whoever the heck is involved in the match you're having. Like, the storytelling in this match was some of the best stuff that I've ever seen. It pains me to say, because I've been a WWE fanboy my entire life, but, the past year I've been really angry and pissed off, as you can tell by some of my previous videos, at just the overall quality that WWE has put out. So, as with this, that I see that what wrestling truly has the potential to be, and I'm very blessed with myself to have been able to witness the entire pay-per-view. I wish I could talk a little bit more about it, but I really felt that this match stood the most to me, and I could probably associate more with this match than some of the other stuff. Now, granted, now I'm going to watch New Japan a hell of a lot more frequently. So the benefit to me checking out this pay-per-view, that it's now opened my eyes that there's a lot more other stuff out there, and I'm definitely going to keep focused on a lot of the other things going on. WWE, straight up message to you guys, if you guys want to know how to book a show properly and how to keep the audience interested, I strongly recommend that the entire writing team checks out Wrestle Kingdom 11, because it was truly one of the best things I've seen in the last 10 years, hands down. There's not really much else to say about that. I'm getting heart palpitations. Like, it's only January, and I think I already have my match of the year candidate. Screw the rest of the year. There you go. My list for top 5 matches of 2017. Okada and Omega, all 5 of them. Done. Yeah, so you know what? Awesome job, New Japan. You guys have yourself a new viewer, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what other stuff that they come out with next. So that is all for me for this time. I got a lot of crazy other projects going in my mind right now. I got a couple scripts running underneath this table, so I'm going to have a lot more videos coming up in the next little tiny bit for you guys. As usual, if you like the video, crush that like button. Please subscribe to the station for more great videos, and follow us on Twitter using the 2 name tags below. This is JP from Kayfabe Chronicles, and I will see you guys next time, because I'm going to watch that match again right now, because it is that fucking amazeballs. Peace out. Love ya.